So let's talk strategy here on this par 4. What we're seeing out in front of us here is a fairly open hole, but there's some tricky things to keep in mind, mainly because of the angles that we want to approach this green. And what we're seeing is a fairway bunker out on the left-hand side, and that's kind of in the realm of where a drive or a 3-wood would land. Now, why this makes this hole a little bit interesting is the left side is the best place for us to hit a shot into the green, because up on the green, we have an elevated green with a bunker down on the bottom right. Now, it's not that we can't get to this hole from the right-hand side, it's just a little bit harder. Now, depending on how far you hit the ball, things might change. If you hit it really far, the right side's not a problem because you can take something with a lot of loft and a lot of spin and get it to stop on this tiny green. But if that's not the case, then you have to go left to have a good chance of getting on there. So when playing this shot, in my mind, what I'm going to do is aim down the left side of the fairway so that if I hit the ball straight, I've maximized this hole. But if I hit with a little fade to the right, it ends up in the middle or maybe the right side. And knowing my game, that's okay, because I hit the ball far enough where as long as I get it on the other side of the creek that's down there, I'll be able to get something up onto that green. So it's about visualizing the hole and saying, okay, where's the best place? And then where do I want to miss? And if you have the ability to shape the ball, then you can decide which shot is the right shot for you to hit. Now, if you don't have the ability to shape the ball and you only have one stock shot, maybe the ball always goes left to right, then by all means, play it. And play in such a way that you can set yourself up for success. So you'd aim down the left-hand side and play it to the right, like what I'm going to do. But let's say your one shot is the other way, it goes to the left. Then by all means, in this case, you'd probably want to aim at the middle of the fairway or the right side of the fairway, so that if you hit it straight, you're in the middle, and if you hit a little bit of a draw, you have a better angle. Now, something that can help with this is where you tee your ball up on the tee box. If you hit the ball left to right, you're best teeing it up on the right-hand side. It gives you a better angle to work the ball. And if you hit the ball right to left, tee it up on the left-hand side, so again, you can maximize these angles. It's no different than if you're bowling and you're gonna put some hook spin on it, have the ball move right to left. Well, you start on the left-hand side of the lane to use as much of the lane as you can and bring the ball back. And the same thing happens here. We wanna maximize what we have. It doesn't have to be a perfect shot. We just need to put it into a place that allows us to miss the best. And that's what this game is all about, is missing the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my driver and we're gonna tee it up and we're gonna aim down the left-hand side with a little power fade and see if we can get this ball to finish in the middle. I'm gonna tee it up on the right-hand side of the tee box. Now I'm looking down at a spot just off the edge of that bunker. See the shot in my mind's eye. If I go straight, I know where my line is. If I hit a little fade, I have plenty of room. I pick my intermediary target and I get myself lined up. And now we trust that swing. I don't need to worry about what's out there. We just pay attention to the right here and the right now. Oh, I like that one. All right, let's go play. Let's go make that par. So I just hit my tee shot and I did not find the fairway, but I'm totally fine with where this ball is. If you remember on the tee, I said I want to pick a line that even if I go straight, I'm okay. And if it fades, I end up in the fairway. On the left-hand side would be great. The middle would still be okay. That being said, though, the ball went really, really straight. And so here I am in the rough. The rough isn't super thick, but I have a really good angle into this green. And I don't mind being out of the rough because I'm close to the hole. I can use a club with a lot of loft, and I have a really good angle in. Especially with where this hole is, it's tucked way up front. So it's dangerously close to the edge where the bunker is. And by being this far left, I have a better angle to come into the green from. I'd rather be way off left here in the rough than to be in the fairway on the right-hand side, because at least here I have a chance to get it close. So I pulled out my laser and we're looking at 123 in a straight line, but I know it's a little bit uphill and I know that I'm a little bit downwind. So I'm just gonna take a 125, 128 yard shot and see if we can knock this one close here. So I made it up to the green. My ball did not stay on, probably because I was coming out of the rough and I'm a little bit downwind. But you know, I gave it a good go. I can see my pitch mark right here, just shy of the flag. If I was out of the fairway, this probably would have been great. Get the ball to hit right there, check up and stop. Obviously it didn't, downwind out of the rough. So we see that my ball came just off the green. But again, I left myself in a really good place. We're gonna hit a little chip and see if we can maybe save par or even hold this shot out.